SWOS was legendary for letting you sign Ryan Giggs for Carlisle United if you had the money. So I said, can you take the worst club in the game to the Premier League title in 10 years? I'm going to give it a go, and you will see the highs and the lows of this challenge as it happened in its full pixel glory. So stay tuned to see if we succeeded or not. So here we are, folks. I'm going to take Hereford United. They were actually relegated on the last day of this 96-97 season into what was the Conference and now the National League. So I thought, what better way to start with the worst team in the league in the game and see whether I can get them from Division 3 as it was then, or League 2 as it is now, all the way through to the Premier League and win the title. So the first thing I did is sign a goalkeeper, quality goalkeeper. Really paid off. We finished third. We got promoted in our first season, as you can see there. 70 points, 15 games, 25 draws. A lot of draws in SWOS, I remember from this, to be honest. Squad wise, yeah, we signed Barras in goal. He did really well for us. Holby's got us the goals. Adrian Foster was injured as well towards the end of the season, but still managed to 14. And Gavin Mon got us 7 as well. Stacey Caldicott came in for us, yeah, John Bruff was really a good one, and Paul McLaren as well. Who will become a club legend, as you will see further on in the video. So we went into the next season, so we got promoted obviously into Division 2, and we won the league in our first season. 98 points we got, absolutely unbelievable. Hargreaves got 18. Chrissy Hyder is a young lad who came in, got us goals. We signed a Romanian left winger who did well, Marian Margaret, and yeah, we just carried on where we sort of left off. £1 million in the bank, ready to sort of challenge in the National League. We signed Marcus Stewart there, the striker. We needed obviously to bring in a few more sort of goals, and that was it pretty much. And in our first season, we finished 15th in the league, which wasn't bad, mid-table finish. Got to be happy with that. Again, Hargreaves doing well for us with the 14 goals. And Marcus Stewart with 14 as well. Coley got chipped in with the 7. Brought in a few other players, Kevin Keane and Wayne Phillips, as the season sort of went through. Just continuing to strengthen. Paul McLaren and John Bruff going from strength to strength, though. Their values have shot up more than doubled. Unfortunately, the season after, we got relegated. Unfortunately, the season after, yes, we did. We lost. We drew. And we stayed up. We stayed up this season. Yep, stayed up by goal difference. Look at that. We stayed up by 2 goals. So really, we had a very sort of tough second season in there. Really, and like I say, we struggled for goals that year. We made changes again. We went back into another Division 1 season. We thought this year was going to be our year. We invested heavily. We brought in obviously Alan Fettis and Clive Wilson, Patterson as well. So we really thought we were going to do well, but unfortunately we got relegated. And we ended up back in Division 2 again. Didn't really need to make too many sort of changes to the team, and we ran away with the league, romped away, came straight back at the first attempt. So really, as I sort of say, in those early years, we were bouncing between those sort of 2 divisions, couldn't really quite establish ourselves. We sort of kept with a similar sort of team, put Paul Groves in, and as you can see there, we went into the playoffs in the Championship or First Division. We lost to Oldham there, but then we managed to, we lost again, and then we lost the playoffs. So if you look back through the previous seasons, we've finished third, got promoted, then we've won Division 2, gone up, finished mid-table in Championship, then down, relegated, then finished 5th and lost in the playoffs. We're still not in the Premier League. So we go again. John Aldridge came in this time, Toivid Oldulson as well. And yeah, this season was really, really good. Up to... Here we go. Semi-finals. And there we go. So we're in the final now against Crystal Palace, 1 game away from the Premier League. Can we make it this time? Paul Tate came in for us as well. But yeah, in general, we'd sort of kept that sort of similar team together, really. So we're obviously in the white here. Attacking, Obviously played at Wembley. Great ball forward there. Great effort. Goal. There we go. Hargreaves, who's been an absolute club legend with us all the way from the bottom league, all the way up into the Championship. And is he now going to be firing the goal that puts us finally in the Premier League? Well, Gallis came back. Good effort there and a good save from Fetis. We broke away again. And can we finish it off? No, not quite. So Palace are still coming forward. Here they go. Great save there from Fetis. Oh, goalmouth scramble off and off the line. And we're still winning. Ball forward again. Forward in. Come on, referee, blow that whistle. And we've done it. There you go. We are in the Premier League. Finally. After all of that, you can see obviously I'm a wanted man as well. But there it is. That is the team that got us promoted. And we've got £3.7 million to spend. Look at the teams we've got there to come up against. So we brought in a Brazilian called Canella as well. Although Hargreaves had done us a great job, obviously we knew that he wasn't going to be able to sort of cut it properly. We brought in a Brazilian defender in Ademir, Ludek McCloskey as well. And really we were trying to sort of bring in players who were more established as, Premier League players per se. So yeah, we went into the last game of the season and we finished, I'll say comfortable, we finished 15th in our first year, which was okay. But that gave us one last season to win the Premier League. That was season number 9. Season number 10 is coming up. And trust me, it's dramatic. Let's see if we can finally win that league title. So we've got a new striker in Kyriakov come in for us. Canella got injured towards the end of the season. We decided to cash in. And we got relegated. It was a disaster. We only won 3 games all season. I just couldn't put my finger on what was going wrong really in there. We just lost so many tight games. We drew so many games and we were back down again. So that's the 10-year challenge. We failed, unfortunately. But I wanted to carry on. I wanted to see, can we do it and how long it would sort of take to do it. So put in the comments who you think if we're ever going to do it and how long it's going to be, because we're back now in the Championship. But not for long, as you can imagine. With that team, Dean Holdsworth in there as well, Kyriakov, Ademir, players like that. Too good, obviously. Gavin Peacock came in as well. And that was ready to sort of kick off the season. It was a very good season really for us. We dominated and finished top and won the league again. So second time we've won the division, another title for us, and then we went into the Premier League again. So what could we do this time, and who we're actually going to bring in to sort of support us? We did obviously really need sort of strength, and obviously we found it really tough last time. We got £5.3 million spent. That was because we didn't actually sign anybody last season. So we brought in Marcus Babbel into there as well. Dennis Wise came in for us, which was obviously a really, really good move for the club. And really, we just had a little bit more sort of, bite in there, especially when we brought Batty in to play alongside Peacock in there. And I was looking at the team thinking, that's not a bad team, is it really? And it turned out that way. We finished 5th in the league, qualifying for the UEFA Cup. Unbelievable. Season 11 went a lot better. 15 wins, only 6 defeats. We turned it around with the goal scoring and tighter in defence as well. It went really, really well. So we can now hopefully look forward to European football, a bit more money to sort of come in. Reached the 5th round of the FA Cup, the quarter-final of the League Cup. So it was a lot better season all round, to be honest. So, we still had the season with £1.5 million in the bank. Kyriakov got 21 goals, Peacock another 12. And here we are, another £5.3 million to spend. So let's go out and try and strengthen that squad again, which we did. We bought 2 players, Phil Neville and Steve McManaman. So really now we've got a lot of good international. When you look at that midfield, that is an international midfield really of the time. We're playing UEFA Cup, we're beating Standard Liège, we've got money in the bank. Things are looking good. We're top of the table at the moment, or second. We're bringing in, if you look at our bench as well, we've brought an Andy Orford and John Richer as well in there. So obviously we're strengthening. We're going away to certain clubs like Arsenal and Liverpool and winning. It's not it's not a fluke. You know, we are top of the table by right. And when we're getting injuries now, we're not as worried because obviously we can bring in better players. League Cup semi-final, first leg, we beat Newcastle. Then we play Newcastle in the league, away from home. This just shows you just how far we've come as a club. We go there and we win 2-0, stay top of the table. Then we play Porto. The draw 1-1 at Edgar Street. Porto at Edgar Street, just imagine that. We lost on away goals in the quarter-final of the UEFA Cup, so gutted about that. But yeah, it just shows you how far the club has come, that we're playing in Europe now. We play Liverpool in the FA Cup, and unfortunately we do lose that one in the 4th round. But then we win against Southampton League, stay top with 5 points clear now. Second leg in the League Cup semi-final, we lost, but we still won 5-4 in aggregate. So we're in the final of the League Cup, and here we are. We've got Aston Villa, but unfortunately our best centre-back, Adamir, is injured, which is obviously a blow. So Andy Orford has to come into that one. So let's see how we get on in the League Cup final. There you can sort of see that we are team there full of internationals as we've got now, but a very good Aston Villa team as well there that are consistently in the top 6. And it didn't start very well. Dwight York, after 6 minutes, put them ahead at Wembley. Yeah, not the best, not the start we wanted, unfortunately. And unfortunately, it got worse. What a great goal from Dwight York again after 11 minutes, drilled it into the bottom corner. What you didn't see, there was a bad foul on David Batty in the middle of the park, but the referee didn't give anything. So, yeah, we are where we are, unfortunately. Good effort there from Kyriakov. Forces a good save from Bosic, and then goalmouth scramble, but it was a game of very few chances, unfortunately. We just didn't seem to get going at all, which was really, really frustrating. There's Kyriakov again, but yeah, straight to Bosnich. And yeah, the game sort of petered out, and unfortunately, we didn't get our first trophy. But we've been in our first major final. I don't know whether Hereford have ever been in a major cup final. Probably doubt it, but there we are, 2 games to go. We won the league. We are champions. We've done it. We are what I set out to do. It took 13 seasons to do. I still think it's an absolute miracle. Only lost 1 game all season. Only conceded 19 goals. Finished 6 points clear of Arsenal, 10 clear of Villa, 12 clear of Manchester United. Just shows you that this is why we love Sensible World of Soccer, because it just gave you the opportunity to do anything that you wanted to do. You had the money, you could bring in anybody you wanted to, any players. Dean Allsworth finished the season there with 34 goals, Kyriakov 20. And like I say, Hereford, would they ever have the international players that they have there? Would they ever win the Premier League? No. But on Sensible World of Soccer, any dream can happen. I absolutely loved this and absolutely loved doing it, and brought back so many great memories. Let me know in the comments what your great memories are and what your achievements were in Sensible World of Soccer. But there you can sort of see the 13 seasons it sort of took us. And if you want to see more of this, I'm happy to take Hereford into the Champions League now and see if we can actually win the Champions League in the next video. So let me know if you'd like to see that. Hope you've enjoyed it. There you go, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, Villa all want me as manager. Who wouldn't? Till next time, like, subscribe, goodbye.